What is up, legends? We are back, and we're back in Dislyte. All right, so I have a thing about me that I don't like to do content that other people are doing, and I like to actually, if you're gonna come to my channel, you're gonna come see my videos, you're gonna see stuff that you don't see anywhere else. So I was actually looking around for 2 days trying to figure out a video idea that somebody else hasn't done already. And I came up with like 4 or 5, but people already had done it already. This game has been around for like a year, so you know, people have covered stuff to in depth. But there is one thing that I found that usually is a me thing more so than other people, because me being an actual game designer myself right now, I kind of see game loops and how to deal with game loops, and this game definitely has a game loop, and the game loop is actually pretty smooth, all things considered, more so than any other game that we have on the gacha market. Like, you get pretty far. Like, I'm at 60 right now, that's the max, and it's officially where the game loop starts to break down. And I noticed that that point right there is where people are starting to complain, like there ain't no end game in this game, and no, this, like, people saying stuff like that, which isn't technically true. It's just that the ease and the casualness of the game just falls off a cliff at one point, and I'll explain what I mean by that. There's going to become a point where you're going to be like, where I'm at in the story, I just need to work on my units and get a little bit faster and stuff like this. So I am personally like right here, if I change up a few things, I know I can beat this fight, because I end up losing like really like at the last second. So I know it's just a me thing, and I could probably beat this fight. But let's say that you are stuck at this point, or you're stuck at some place actually in the tower. This is officially where the game falls off, right at that particular point, when you're stuck at whatever floor that you're stuck on, because you can't get any more of the currency right now, because you're stuck on this particular story. You've done normal, you've done hard, and now you're on purgatory, so you don't have any more currency to actually gain from that beyond, you know, doing the dailies and the bounty stuff and all of that, and then actually getting your golden tickets from the practice stage, which is RNG and are very rare. You also get tickets. Oh, I'm saying tickets. You also get records, you know, basically from tournament shop, which you see I already snatched that up already. From your cube shop, already snatched that already. In the club shop, and you already snatched that. And on top of that, if you have a club that's at level 9 by now, which I think there's a few that are that high, like maybe 3 or 4 of them that are that high, then you can actually get another one from right here. So you can get 2 in this shop before it refreshes at the weekly reset. So you end up at a point now, you're like, well, damn, I ain't got nothing to do. Like, what's happening? Like, why can't I do anything? At this point right now is where you're supposed to be refining your characters. The game isn't going to tell you, and again, that's where the game starts to fall off at right now, because you don't have anything alternative to actually do that is blatant. Like, there's nothing blatant here. Now, you have Cube Miracle, and I think the flaw in Cube Miracle is that it should be every day. It shouldn't be every 48 hours, because that would give you something to do, and some stuff that some currency, like maybe you can get some golden tickets if you fight like the really hard fights in Cube Miracle, or if there you get like some lucky drops, so you get some currency and stuff like that. Infinite Miracle is not infinite technically, because you have a limit to how far you can actually go, and if you're stuck, then it's not infinite. It's not giving you more currency. Now, you do have the outside chance of Ritual and Sonic actually giving you golden records, but it's very light. So what you're left with is messing around trying to catch all the ripples and get the characters that you can obtain that way. Going to expedition and sending your expedition out, which we got to do that right now. I don't actually even have somebody at 50 like that. It's just the drops just haven't been coming like that, but we're gonna send that out. So we want them to go out and do that. We want APEP to go out. Do I even have somebody to even put there? Yeah, we do that. And again, I don't have a character really high enough for that, so we'll just do this for now and send them out for that. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm trying to reach and farm and maybe get a good drop, which is RNG. Again, that's kind of where stuff is going to start to fall off, and people are going to start to get frustrated because you need to get RNG for certain stats. And you could kind of push stats if you want to over here in the wardroom. In the war room. However, the problem is you can't force things. Like I can actually, I can push items and then go for some more fusion and stuff like that, but you can't force certain stats. So say like I need something for this, so we're gonna just go ahead and then hope that we get. Now see, that actually ended up perfect. That's perfect. But what's going to happen after that is some Epic 7 type of levels of BS, because watch every single one of those upgrades go into HP bonus. Like, and just completely ignore the whole crit rate and critical damage, and that makes it kind of useless at that point, because this character ain't supposed to be tanking. He's supposed to be doing DPS if you're gonna put the War Machine relics on them. So that's why I always say in gacha games, and I always tell companies when I get a chance to, just don't have this type of system. Allow us to be like, to come up with some type of way that's a little bit skillful, that we can actually put the skills and the stats that we want on this gear. That just makes everybody waste time. It frustrates people and it makes people leave the game. And the reason why I'm saying this live on a video is so because I know that I am actually now in the content creator program. I want the devs to actually know that this is not a good idea. RNG gear is never a good idea. Gotcha. Nobody ever likes it. I know it's a thing that's supposed to like the whole players and make them waste time long enough for you to put other content out, but there's other ways to do this. As a game dev now myself, I know literally there's other ways to do this, that you don't have to do this. You can introduce other smaller things into the game, like gear dungeons and items that you can actually go ahead and beat. There's plenty of content and stuff in this game that you can put gear dungeons in, the same way that we have this type of stuff, where it could be an extension where you can basically make the gear and construct the gear with a little bit of time and using some of your stamina and everything else like that, and putting together the gear that you actually need. And then it becomes basically in PvP about skill. Did you get the proper gear? And you then, once we can control where the stats go, you can actually put some RNG on that. That's fine. But when there's RNG completely to even get the stats on stuff, to even get the gear that itself, that's RNG on top of RNG on top of RNG. When you have 4 levels of RNG, that leaves you at a place of where the person can almost never do it properly, ever. Like ever. You like that leaves whaling, and every company knows that nobody likes whaling. So that's where the like, again, where the game starts to fall off at. Again, that was luck just now, so don't think that you're just gonna come in here all the time and that you're just gonna get some good crit and crit damage on the stuff all the time, because I could do that 100 times and it'll only happen twice. So so this is crit damage, but see, we got that flat stat defense, trash. And again, right here, attack bonus, no crit damage, no crit rate. It could turn into that, but then that flat stat defense right there is still chilling. They looking at it, so trash. So as you guys can see, there's no good all the time that's going to happen for this. And again, like I said, that's where the problematic is. And how do you go about this, and how do you get past the point of where you're stuck? And it's literally, you just have to RNG face roll yourself through it. That's how you do it at the end of the day. Or you can whale and still RNG face roll yourself through it, but then the whaling makes it faster to actually do it, rather than you just use your currency that way. So essentially what you want to do is you want to look at your characters and start to eke out more damage. Now let's take my Ling for example, who pretty cool, got a nice 52 crit rate. Definitely would like that higher. Definitely would like to have the attack higher. So you're like, okay, so how do we do that right now? Again, this is where RNG comes in at.
There's one thing I can't stand. It's dumb rules.
So right here, you see we have some resist. It went into that, and then that flat stat defense. Like this entire thing right here, I just want to get rid of it because the only thing that's good in this right now, because he's an attacker, is that attack bonus, and it only went into that one time. So for this one, I would want some crit rate, I would want some crit damage, and then hopefully the stuff would go into it. Even a flat attack stat would be good for right there. This one over here, crit damage, ended up going well. It went 15%. Defense, blah. Critical rate and speed is cool. Defense bonus, I wish it wasn't there. What we would need here and now is the ability to alter this, kind of the same way like Epic 7 has. Like if I just want to get rid of that defense bonus, I can just get rid of it and turn it into attack percentage or attack bonus or something like that. That would lessen the need to keep grinding and being bored and not actually enjoying the game. Like there's no reason to have that. So hopefully we can actually, maybe they see stuff like this and see in the future, like, hey, okay, maybe we need to get rid of this because it's not working. But yeah, but see, we have crit damage over here. I got speed, which is fine, crit rate, which is fine, but it didn't go into it. It went 3 times into HP bonus. Like, remember I was telling you about the other piece? Like, that's not helping. But this is a crit damage piece, so I kept it because it had the speed and the crit. But realistically, I definitely would like to do better than that. So you already see right here, I can actually eke out more damage on this from just 3 pieces before we even look at the other 3. So then we have over here attack bonus, which again, this is a purple. We want to definitely turn this into a red. But I got nice 2 into attack bonus, so that was fine. A flat stat attack, which is also fine, and then a crit rate, which it just didn't go into either one of those, and then they gave me 1 in the HP. Again, if I could alter it, then that would be nice. Same thing on this one. It wins the crit rate twice over here. The ACC is okay, and the speed is okay. But the bonus, it only went 2%. It just left it there. And then down here on the bottom, attack bonus again. Crit rate went 1 time, which is useful. ACC didn't get anything. Resist, blah. Wish that wasn't there. Wish it changed to something else. And the crit damage went to 6%. So just on that alone, I literally, like, just look at this character. I could eke out a whole lot more. But the whole thing about this right now is that I am at the mercy of whatever the game is actually going to give me. Which means that, like, you can literally go a week before the game will actually, for all 6 of these pieces, because relatively I have to replace all of them to get good stats on everything. So I'm at the mercy of several layers of RNG on this literally just this one character. And that's where the frustration comes in at, where I start to see people talk about this particular thing. So hopefully me actually saying this, this is a major flaw in the game that other games have. I know it looks cool for devs and everything else like this, but this is a major flaw right now. And the reason why we're talking about it is like, well, how do you bypass it? And essentially what you're going to end up doing is you're going to go into trials and you're going to do 10 trials and basically hope and pray that you actually get the good drops. And even if you do get the good drop, then you still have the extra RNG on top of that of where the role is actually going to go into. Now, over the course of time, you will get somewhat, like, you'll get the gear, so to speak, but that's where you start to eke out power. You start to get faster, you start to make things stronger and get speed, get your characters up to like 200 speed and all that type of stuff. But it's going to take RNG. Also, it's going to take watching the shop a little bit right here, and then again RNG again, hoping and praying that something's going to come in here that will be useful that you can actually use. And then you have to hope and pray again, RNG on top of RNG, that you're actually going to get the good rolls on that. So hopefully the devs, when they see this video, because I'm going to actually ask somebody to look at this particular video, that this is an issue and it's a very big source of frustration. So that's the point of actually doing this, because I want to have something relative to actually say and give you guys a little bit of a heads up on how to maybe overcome it, if you can overcome it, or if you want to, that is. And that's literally all I have for right now. Now it is possible to overcome it, but like I said, that it's gonna take you some work and a little bit of luck and RNG. But we're gonna do this right now, because we're at 29 attempts until another big character. So we're just gonna come in and see if we get anything hype. Roll them. It is a purple. I think we got one shimmer. Okay, Leon. I definitely haven't had this person before, so. Okay. Did I get him twice? I absolutely did. And Lauren's the shimmer. Okay. So now we are 19 away from another pity. The fact that I actually went all the way, like 19, dog? Really, game? Really, game? That's how you feel? That's how you feel, huh? Yeah. Also keep in mind that you definitely have all the little side stuff that you can do, which is your journey, your growth, and everything else, including all of the little events that they offer for us that you can just come in and snatch all that up too. So you got the Heron box right here, which has all this in. See, I got one left, so I can get two more books out of, I mean, 2 more golden records out of all of that. And then we got some stamina and everything else in here to snatch up. And then we have the rocket puzzles, which just started today. You got some more golden records that you could pick up as well. All right, so I will catch you guys next video, and I will see you soon. Peace. Thank you, legends, for getting to the end of the video. We do 3 to 4 videos every day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you can be first in notification squad. I love everybody who stops by, and I will see you next video. Peace.